Hi, I'm Kit from kitpates.tv, and today we are doing another how-to video. And this how-to video is to show you how you can mount your SkyQ mini box onto the back of your TV or your wall, but this is mostly about doing it to the back of the TV. Now, I actually did this when I first got my SkyQ system years ago now, and basically I'm replacing the TV that the SkyQ mini box was mounted onto. So I thought what I would do is show you how I'm going to mount it. Why would you want to mount your SkyQ mini box onto the wall? Well, it just gets it out of the way. My TV is on the wall and it's just sort of there, and I don't really want like extra wires. This sort of hides it away nicely and makes it look a lot neater, and plus I don't need to have anywhere that the SkyQ box has to sit on. And also, because the mini box is so small and light, it kind of works. You can actually mount your normal SkyQ box on the back of your TV if you really wanted to, although you'd probably need to sort of beef up the whole installation because the SkyQ box is a lot heavier and has more connections going into it. So in this video we're just concentrating onto the SkyQ mini boxes, but there are some things that are transferable. So if you want to mount your SkyQ mini box to the back of the TV, what do you need? Well, first of all, and most importantly, is you need a SkyQ mini box. And this is like, I think the first generation. I think there is a new generation, but this is just like the one that was out when SkyQ came out. So yeah, that's what we're mounting. Yeah, that's it. That's that. And then I've got one of these. Now this is the QView Sky Mini Clip V2. There are several different versions of these clips around and these mounts. There are metal ones. I've opted for this plastic one, largely because it's lighter. But this is where my installation differs from the previous one, because basically last time I had the SkyQ mini box fixed directly onto the back of the TV, but by putting it in a bracket like this, it means that if there's a problem with the box and the Sky engineer has to come out and replace it, it just makes things a lot easier, because this is what's going to be fixed to the TV rather than the box itself. So yeah, this actually comes with wall screws as well if you wanted to put it on the wall behind your TV, but I don't really want to do that, because if my TV is on a pull extendable arm and I don't really want it, so when you extend the TV you just got this box and a load of wires sort of all there on the wall. So we are going to put this directly on the TV, and it does come with Velcro to enable you to do that, but we're not going to use that because we are going to use this. Now these are command strips, and I like these a lot because they stick things so well using a sort of type of Velcro, but the beauty of them is you can remove them really easily. So when it came to removing the SkyQ box from the back of my TV previously, I just pulled the strip and it all came off, and it was perfectly clean and nice. These can hold 1.8 kilograms per strip, which is mad, and that's obviously a lot more weight than a SkyQ mini box is, but we're going to be using 4 of them as well, 2 lots of 4. So yeah, that's going to hold the box brilliantly. So if we just take a look at this bracket, as I say, there's lots of different ones available. This is the one I've gone for, and it is just literally a piece of plastic. And then your SkyQ mini box just clips in. That's not going anywhere. Well, unless you unclip it, obviously. So there will be 4 strips, 1 per arm, and that will be enough to support it on the back of the TV. Obviously, before you do any of this, you need to make sure the back of your TV is flat enough. This probably won't work on curved TVs, and yeah, if there's quite a curve on the back of your TV for whatever reason, this might not work. It all depends really. So that is what you use to mount the box to the back of the telly, but you need a few other things as well, and these vary depending on where you're installing this. But for me, I needed a longer power cable to go from the back of the SkyQ mini box down to the power outlet, because it goes across the extendable arm that the TV's on. So I've picked up a 5-meter power cable for the SkyQ mini box, and also you will need a shorter HDMI cable, because basically the SkyQ mini box is going to be right next or very close to the HDMI ports on the back of the TV, so you only need a very short cable. And then finally, because my SkyQ mini box is plugged in via the Ethernet port, I need a long cable that reaches that down to where my network switch is. So yeah, that is the principle. Obviously the cables that you need and the lengths of them will vary based on your installation, but what I've done is I've put a link in all the descriptions to everything I bought for this installation, so you can do it at home. But yeah, you might need slightly different length cables, but that's down to you. So that is the theory. Now it's time for the practical. Let's get that SkyQ mini box mounted onto the back of the TV. So before we can stick anything in position, we need to decide where our SkyQ box is going to be mounted. This side of the TV is overhanging my desk, and so it's a bit harder to get to. So I think what I'm going to do is put the box here, and got the power connector there. I think the most sensible way of doing this is to mount it somewhere there, because that's before the TV starts to curve, and also if I have the front of the box here and the back of the box there, that means the connectors will be able to route through that way. So we need to give this area here and this area here a good clean with IPA or isopropyl alcohol, and that will mean that the area that we're going to put the command strips onto is nice and clean, and it will stick well. The IPA does evaporate by itself, so don't worry about that. That's all good. Look at that. It's evaporated already. So then we need our command strips. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the strips onto here first, and then I've got to put strips on the TV itself. The recommended way of fixing these is keeping them separate to start with, so we'll do that. So let's just peel off the backing. One. Now the little tabs on them with the arrows is what you use to remove them. You just pull down the tabs and all the adhesive comes off. It's like magic. So I'm not putting them right at the end of the clips, largely because there is a bit of flex when you take the Skybox on and off, and we want to keep that rather than having it completely rigid. So now we're just going to lay it slightly to the side of where we want it to be, and the reason we put them close to the edge is so we can see when we stick these ones down, it's hopefully in the same place. Just put it to the side of it like that. One again, side of it. Okay, and then last one. So basically, when you come to put it back down on there, they'll be exactly in the right place. So what we've got to do now is give each one a rub for 30 seconds, just to press it down super hard. Obviously don't press it down too hard, because you don't want to put your finger through the back of the TV. Right, so now we've got to leave these for 60 minutes to basically, for the adhesive to basically cure and set properly. So yeah, we'll just go away, I'll tidy up all this, and yeah, we'll be back shortly and see how it's sticking.
1 hour later.
So it's been about an hour, and these are feeling very secure. So now it's just a case of joining the two together. So this is basically just like really strong Velcro. It is ridiculously strong. So you can use this method to mount other things to the back of your TV, but because of the size and the weight of the SkyQ Mini, I think it is perfect. I don't know how good an idea it would be to mount an Xbox to the back of your TV. That's probably taking the pee a bit. And also I've sort of spaced it so that the product code and serial number is still visible. Right, that feels pretty firm. Okay, so we just get the Skybox, and I wanted these connectors facing that way to help threading the cables. There we go. That looks alright, doesn't it? Now, you might be worried that the remote control signal with this being behind the TV would work, especially an infrared remote control. It does work. I don't know how it works, but it does. A lot of SkyQ remotes use Bluetooth as well, but even the bog standard infrared remote control that comes with this works with the box mounted behind the TV. You don't need an infrared repeater or anything like that. That looks pretty good. So now I've got to get this back onto the bracket and get it all wired up. So join me in a mo and we'll get that done. So there is the finished product. It's mounted and it's all connected and it's nice and flat and tidy. That looks pretty good. I'm pleased with that. So I've just got to tidy up the wires a little bit more over there, and then we'll see what it looks like flat against the wall. There we go. Looks pretty good. Pleased with that. Very pleased with that. Brilliant. Okay, well, let's go back to the desk and just finish up. So there we go. That is how you mount your SkyQ Mini box onto the wall. Obviously, I take no responsibility for any damage or chaos caused by using my method. It works for me. Hopefully it'll work okay for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be back soon for some more vlogging fun. See ya!